you guys, if you see that red live button in the top corner, that means you're catching this live. If you do not see that button and you're watching the replay, if so, please comment #replay so I know you watched. But make sure to say hello when you jump on. Make sure you share this video out. Give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. All right. Give me just 1 second, guys, and then we can get started. But I hope you guys have all had a good Saturday so far. I have. I actually got quite a bit done today. I had a productive day today, which is always a good thing. So how's the weather where you guys are at? It's cold here, y'all. I don't like it. I live in Tennessee in the United States, and it is cold here, and I'm not made for the cold weather. That's why I got this sweatshirt on right now, because I am about to freeze. I am about to freeze. All right, guys, so I am participating in an event today hosted by Leah from Make All the Things With Me. It's me and several other crafters. So make sure that y'all click on my description. You'll see the link to all the playlists. So if you missed anybody, you can go back and watch their replays, and you can also watch, there's several more crafters after me. So you can just click on that playlist and then follow along. And then if you're not subscribing to their channels, do so. These are amazing crafters, very sweet, very talented. So y'all really need to. And there's Tracy getting chilly. How are you, my sweet friend? Besides trying to stay warm. Hi, Corey. How are you, my friend? And there's Lori from the Farmhouse Stencil Shop. But again, guys, this event is hosted by Leah from Make All the Things With Me. So thank you so much for allowing me to participate. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. All right, guys, let's get started. We only have 45 minutes. So I am taking this, I know I got it covered up right now, but it is a plaid sign that came from Dollar Tree. I actually bought it last year, but they do have it this year. They had it in like the black and red plaid. I think they also had green and black plaid. But I just bought the red and black. And like I said, I think they do have it this year. So I just know I bought it last year, and it had a little saying on the front, but it was something about like hot chocolate, whatever, and it was just made out of paper. And so what I did, because it was not easy to get off, y'all. So what I did was, I've seen other crafters use this method, is just take wet paper towels, or you can like spray water onto it and then let it sit for a few minutes, and then it should peel off. And that's what I did. I just put some wet paper towels on it and let it sit for like an hour, and then I still had to peel quite a bit off myself and then sand it, but we finally got it all off. And of course I did that before the live. Thank y'all so much for those hearts. And there's Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor. And up after me, guys, is Funky Junk Inspirations. But again, guys, like I said, if you don't want to just go, try to find everybody channel to channel, just click on, all the crafters have it in their descriptions in this event. Just click on our description and you'll see a link. And that is a playlist that shows you all the crafters and all their lives. So easy enough, right? Find it all in one place. Are you ready for the freeze? No, Sheila. No, I'm not. No, I am not. I keep telling all my coworkers stuff. I'm like, I'm moving to Florida. So, and I think they think I'm joking, but I'm really not, because like I am just not ready. Because everybody keeps talking about how, I'm not sure how it is in other states, but in like Tennessee, they're talking like this is supposed to be a really bad winter, like a record-breaking winter. And I'm like, time to move to Florida or Hawaii, one of the two. Either way, as long as it's not here. So again, I took that paper part off, and then I just took some tape and taped around like to protect I know y'all can kind of see it, the plaid right there. So I could paint just this part. Hi, Mary from the Painted Peach. She was just on before me. So if you guys had supper yet, my hubby went and picked up Subway for us, and because he was like, I just want to pick something up. And see, I wasn't in the mood for like burgers and stuff, and I know that's what he was wanting, but I'm like, can we just do Subway? Because I'm really craving a salad from Subway. Hi, Miss Julie, my friend. How are you? Leah said I'm over winter already. Didn't start yet, girl. I feel you. That's how I am. I am already over it, y'all. Already over it. So we got 45 minutes, so I'm going to try to get as much done as I possibly can. I'm not that great at like shorter lives, so we're going to try our very best to at least get most of it done. So I just painted one coat of Snow White by Waverly, and then now we're going to go in with a second coat. Having soup. What kind of soup are you having? I love soup. That's like one of the few things I do like about the colder weather is like I love soups. Have y'all ever had what is it, the loaded potato soup from Cheddar's? It's really, really good. Because I went there, my sister-in-law and mother-in-law and I went shopping the other day. We went out of town and they wanted to go eat at Cheddar's, which I was fine with that because I like Cheddar's. I love their meatloaf. Well, I was just really craving soup. Like, I didn't really want anything else. And so they had the loaded potato soup. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds really good. And y'all, it was. I, like, licked the bowl clean. Hot and sour soup. What? I never heard of that. What all is in there? Good evening, Melissa. How are you? Thank you for joining us. So again, we're just going in with a second coat. I guess I could get the very edges here. But yeah, I'm not liking it. Like tomorrow, it's supposed to get like in the teens, and I'm like, nope. Time to be like a bear and hibernate until winter is over. Chinese soup, all kinds of veggies, a little spicy. It does sound good. I just have to be careful with a lot of spices just because of my UC, that I notice a lot of spicy foods tend to trigger it. So I have to be kind of careful with that. I can have some spice. I just can't have a whole lot. But it does sound really good. Hi, Regina. How are you? I love me some French onion soup. See, that's one I don't really like. Like, I love to add French onion soup, like if I'm making other stuff. Like the can of French onion soup, I love to add that in with other stuff, but just by itself, no. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're gonna call that good enough, y'all. Good enough. Hi, Sarah. How are you? We're gonna call that good enough. But yeah, honestly, this weather is perfect for soup. Tell me what y'all's favorite soup is. My favorite, I think, would have to be the broccoli and cheddar soup. Love tomato basil soup. Yes, that is good, Tracy. Doing okay, thank you. Hope you're doing well. You got your Wendy's fix. I did. Oh, and I told Baxi Crafter about your comment. And for anybody on YouTube, Baxi Crafter just refers to my husband. That's his nickname. But yeah, when he took me to my appointment, we got done, and he's like, so I'm guessing you want to go to Wendy's and get your chili fix. And I'm like, yes, please. Y'all, I was so happy. I love their chili. So yeah, I told him, Regina, about your comment about the bonus points, and he's like, yes. Chicken noodle or broccoli cheddar. We already have wind chill tonight, close to -30 by morning. Oh, Melissa, yuck, yuck, yuck. I do not like that. I do not like that. Okay, so we're going to decoupage. I'm sure y'all probably have already figured that out by now. We're going to decoupage an image on here. Look at my big old thing of Mod Podge. You think I got enough? I don't think it's enough, y'all. But yeah, Melissa, that's basically what it's supposed to feel like tonight and then tomorrow for us here. And you're close to me, right? Aren't you close to Tennessee? Because I thought you were. All right, so we're gonna put the Mod Podge on here. But this big old thing of Mod Podge was courtesy of my sister-in-law last year for Christmas. And I'm like, see, she knows me too well. Like, that's what I don't get. They all keep giving me a hard time. They're like, we don't know what to get you for Christmas. You're one of the hardest people to shop for. I'm like, literally? Like, are y'all kidding me? Because I was like, buy me craft supplies. I will never be upset about craft supplies. So I'm like, just give me craft supplies or give me stuff to like organize said craft supplies. Can't go wrong with that. But they tell me that all the time. They're like, you are literally the hardest person to shop for. Everyone else, we know what to get. But you, I'm like, how am I the hardest person to shop for? I feel like I'm the easiest person to shop for, but guess not. Okay, I think we need a little more Mod Podge right there. Just want to make sure we get the edges down really good. And typically when I do decoupaging, I like to do the iron-on method, but we're not doing that this time solely because the image I'm using was printed on rice paper, and that's a little more forgiving than just like regular printer paper. You love Wendy's chili too? Yes. Something about it, because usually when it comes to fast food, I'm a little skeptical about that kind of stuff, but no, Wendy's chili, it's awesome, y'all. You're in Illinois. Okay. I think I was thinking of Kathy. Somebody else lives in Kentucky. I haven't even looked outside today. I will snuggle up in bed watching my favorite crackers. Hey, to me, that's the best way to spend a Saturday. Look at this adorable Santa image. So one of my followers on Facebook had sent me this in some Happy Mail. And I knew instantly that what I wanted to do with it. And we're going to use, I bought this the other day when I went to Hobby Lobby. And we're going to use this little rolly tool. I think Lori from the Farmhouse Stencil Shop has something like this I've seen her use. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to get it. We're going to use it. So, and like I said, with this being rice paper, it is a little more forgiving anyways. So see, I'm telling y'all, I learn all kinds of like tips and tricks from watching other crafters. But yeah, I had to go outside earlier today because my husband had to work, and so we had to go get, Albert wanted to get his daddy his Christmas gift, so we had to wait till he wasn't home. So this morning we went to the store and had to go do some shopping, and then of course I needed groceries, and y'all know as we get closer to the holidays that the stores are getting more and more packed, and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I probably should have moved this little round thing because it keeps moving everything everywhere. This little like Lazy Susan thing. It comes in handy for a lot of stuff, but okay. Let's see. Y'all, we apparently need more Mod Podge down here. But yeah, if we were like using an image that was on like a regular printer paper or a napkin, I for sure would have done the iron-on method to prevent like the bubbles and wrinkles. Oh, thank y'all so much for the hearts. See, Leah, you said what I was wanting to say without saying it, but yeah, that's it. That's it. See, this is why she's my crafty bestie. This is why she's my crafty bestie. Plus, what kind of ruined me, though, was, I know it's been forever ago, but my first ever job, and I should have known this was going to be bad, but my first ever job was at Walmart, and y'all, apparently I just completely missed all the edges, and that kind of ruined me. That kind of ruined me, not gonna lie. Like, I did that for 4.5 years, and that was enough for sure. That was most definitely enough. Come on, little wrinkle, get out of there. You were doing so good for a minute there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Y'all, apparently I just completely missed all the corners of this image. I thought I had put enough Mod Podge on there, but guess not. Guess not. Oh well, we're doing it, y'all. We're getting it. We're getting it, though. Love your Santa. Thank you so much. I'm not 100% sure where she got it from. It was one of my followers on Facebook had sent me this along with like several other images. So if I knew where she got it from, I would definitely tell y'all, but I'm not sure. And I don't think she's on here right now, or else I'd ask her. All right. I love this little thing. I'm glad I got it. All right, so I think we're good now. Okay, so let's get that dry. Yeah, he is just so precious, y'all. He is so precious. But this little kit is called Crafter's Collection. It was $8. I found it like with like all the paints and stuff. It's called the Decoupage tool set. It comes with 3 different pieces. All right, we'll put that in there. Okay, let's dry. Because I got like 28 minutes. So 28 minutes. But I loved him. When I saw him and then I remembered this little base that I got, this little sign from Dollar Tree, I was like, it was perfect. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. But of course, y'all, you can find so many pretty like free prints and images off Google. I find a lot of mine off of Google. Also find a lot on Facebook. Like there's a lot of free decoupage image groups on Facebook. And I know a lot of people now like make their own. I'm not that good with technology, so. And of course, I also buy a lot from like other crafters and stuff on Facebook or on Etsy, I meant. Okay, so now what we're gonna have to do is take off this excess. So I'm gonna use this little, I don't know what it's called, y'all. We're gonna try and see how well this works. Just because this thing is not, it's not raised up a whole lot. Like, maybe, yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. Okay, now let's try. We just had to kind of get it going. Oops, I guess I put too much Mod Podge right there. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. One of my least favorite parts about like decoupaging and all that is having to sand. Especially because, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, after this most recent time that I had my neck injection done, I actually had 2 done this time instead of like 1 like I usually do. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been hurting, y'all. Like I've had a headache and stuff ever since I had it done, and my neck and shoulder were hurting. But I gotta go back and have it done again in January, and then have the neck ablation done in February, which I've had the neck ablation done twice now, so, and the neck injection, so I'm already kind of used to it, but see, I was only used to having one spot done, but now I'm going to have a total of 3. And though when I went and had my neck injections done, I was talking to the doctor, and he feels confident that eventually, with all this and with me still doing like my stretches and stuff that I learned from physical therapy and you know, all that, he feels like that I will eventually get that full range of motion back in my neck. It's just been a very slow process. All right, y'all. Sorry, I know this is probably boring y'all to tears, but okay. Is it a nail file? Yeah. I just couldn't think of what it was called, but yes, that's what it is. So y'all know. I gotta tell y'all though, my husband gets to cracking up at me because he's like, he said, you have the weirdest stuff like in your craft room that you know, he's like, you wouldn't think would be used for crafts, like a nail file. And also I bought, where is it? I bought these off Amazon recently, these dried orange slices. And I bought them specifically to craft with. And he opened the box and he's like, why'd you buy dried oranges? And I'm like, for my craft projects, of course. And he looked at me, gave me the weirdest look. He's like, oranges for crafts? And I'm like, just trust me. But he said the same thing when I became obsessed with like using cinnamon sticks or just cinnamon in general. And he's like, okay, Shelby, whatever you say. So speaking of that, what is the weirdest item that you guys have used in your craft projects? Because I'm kind of curious now. I don't know what the weirdest, I guess it would be the orange slices. But I want to know, what is the weirdest item that you've used that people were like, okay. But again, guys, thank you for joining all of us in this event. Thank you again to Leah for hosting it. She always does an amazing job putting these events together here on YouTube and Facebook. And make sure y'all follow along on the playlist that's linked in our descriptions. And subscribe to all the crafters channels. Let's help each other grow. And if y'all wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. And sharing it out. Okay, y'all. As he grabbed us, right, Regina? He just doesn't understand. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. So precious. Yes, thank you, Leah. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Before we take the tape off of here, let's see, we're done with that. Yes, Leah is the best. I don't know what I'd do without her. She has helped me so much. Because, y'all, I'm not good with technology or anything like that. She has seriously been a lifesaver. Honestly, she has the patience of a saint to put up with my shenanigans. So, all right, let's see. Where's my little? There's my little thingy. Kind of tempted. No, we'll just use this. I'm just taking my little thingy. You can use your fingers. You can use a brush. And we're gonna take this Bear Wax in the color Dark Antique. This was also sent to me in Happy Mail. But we're gonna take it because I'm going for kind of a like rusty Santa kind of look. I wanted to do all this before I took the tape off, because I really didn't want to get any on the plaid part. Yeah, we're just going around the edges, just kind of distressing it a little bit. Y'all, I only got 20 minutes left. We still got so much to do, so much to do, so much to do. I knew I should have prepped a little more. It's all right. It's all right. As long as we get like the majority of it done. That's what matters. That's what matters. Oh, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all. Plus, I felt like the rustic look really goes with the plaid look to me. But again, I wanted to remind everybody, up after me is Funky Junk Inspirations. And you can always, instead of like searching for all of our channels, you can just click on the link in our descriptions and find all the replays and all the lives that are coming up. There's still several more crafters after me, so you can find all of those videos in that description. All right, almost done. I think the instant coffee is weirdest thing in my craft room. You know, I still want to try that though. I want to try like the grunging, like the fabric with the instant coffee or with the tea. Because I just love that look and I really want to try it. Y'all, look at this. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm just kind of taking my fingers and just kind of blending. All right, I think that's good enough. Good enough. Now we can finally take the tape off. And then we'll work on everything else. And there's Funky Junk Inspirations. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? They must have been burning. She is up after me, guys. She is up after me. Okay, now that we got, actually, let's dry that real quick. And it honestly probably wouldn't hurt if you guys went over the top of the image. Like if you make something similar, go over the top of the image with more Mod Podge just to help seal it in. And I'm going slowly with this tape only because this sign is literally made with paper. So it's that MDF stuff and paper. And I really don't want the plaid to rip, because that was the whole reason I even covered it up in the first place, so we wouldn't get any paint or anything on it. So, but I figured with it being paper, it would probably rip very easy. Oh my gosh, y'all, we just so elevated this Dollar Tree sign so much. Hi, our Backroom Creations. How are you, my sweet friend? You're going to have to remind me your name. I think we've been through this before. I'm so sorry. I want to say it starts with a K. Yesterday where I was watching and not commenting. All right, so what do y'all think? What do y'all think so far? I love it. See, doesn't that red and black just go perfect with Santa? I feel like if you would get the green and black plaid sign from Dollar Tree, I think a snowman or like a winter scene would be so pretty. Perfect. Awesome. Y'all are the best. Okay, what we're gonna do now is let's make the bow real quick. Let's make the bow. Pray we can do it quick, because I am not that quick at making bows. Because all we're gonna do, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, is we're gonna make a little fabric bow, and then we're just going to like add florals and stuff to the top. What am I looking for? Where's my fabrics? So I'm just trying to stick with the colors that were in the image and stuff. just white. I got the red and black plaid, and then black. Let's see. I can't remember. I buy most of my little things of fabric at Dollar Tree and Walmart. And I want to say the solid colors came from Walmart. No, the plaid did too, because it came in like a bunch of like different plaids, like red and black plaids. So yeah, I think all three, no, the solids I think came from Dollar Tree. The plaid came from Walmart. Plaid came from Walmart. Okay. Let's just cut out 3 of each just to be on the safe side. I don't know if I'm going to use all 3 of each, but I always save the strips that I don't use. I always save those because I'll use them somewhere else. So perfect. I have peanut butter in my craft room to make pine cones and bird seed feeders. Hey, that's a good idea. Gosh, I haven't done that in a long time. I've done that when I was a kid, and a lot of stuff you just forget about. That one feels a little bit thicker than the rest, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Hey, plus also it makes a good snack too if you like peanut butter. Just bring some crackers in there too, and you're set. Bring some crackers in there. So again, I'm just doing three strips of each fabric. I'm doing them about, well, this one's not wide at all. Maybe like half an inch, maybe a little less wide. Okay. But yeah, that's my plan, is just to make this bow, and then add my little florals. Okay. So here we go. Let's start with white as our base. We're gonna see how quickly Shelby can make a bow. I don't want like a big fancy one. So I'm gonna do the loops about 2 inches. No, I know what I should have done. Hold on. Hold the phone. Because sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I will mix fabrics with ribbons. This is 100% cotton ribbon, white, that I got from Hobby Lobby. Because I don't know why. I think it's pretty whenever you mix, like using ribbons and fabric. Okay, let's do 2.5. And I think I'll like that better. So have y'all been able to watch everybody so far? Or do y'all have to go back and watch the replay? If so, y'all really need to go back and watch everybody, because everybody's done an amazing job so far. Very, very pretty projects. Okay, so there we go. Now let's go to the fabrics. But y'all can make bows however you want, or if y'all want to buy pre-made bows, I've done that before and used that in projects. Because who says you got to make them all the time? Who says you got to make them all the time? All right, I need you to sit still. Okay, let's do black. I just got off work, so I have to replay. Oh, you're good. You're good. You are good. We're trying to see how well I can work under pressure and get this bow done fast. So far, I don't think it's going that well. I just don't know how these other crafters do it. I really don't. Because, like, I'm so envious that they just done. And I'm like, what? What? But as I said, I don't know if I'm going to use all the strips of fabric that I cut out. I usually just keep going until I'm happy. How did that one end up so much longer than? Okay. All right, let's get another plaid. Because I think I want to end on the plaid. Just because that one matches our base. So I want that one to kind of stand out more. And of course we'll have to trim the tails because they are not even in the slightest bit. And my OCD is screaming at me, fix it. And even my son was getting tickled. He was laughing at me. He's like, Mama, you and that OCD. I'm like, I know, child. I just can't help it. Just can't help it. Yeah, somehow half of these ended up longer than the other. Okay, let's do black, and then we'll do one more plaid. Well, I did almost use all of them. I said I wasn't going to, but here we are. All right, so let's do black, and then we will end with the plaid. And then I think I'll be happy with this bow. This is definitely not perfect, so please just take that into consideration. Because I am definitely not the best at making bows. All right. So did you have a good day at work? I hope so. I hope so. But y'all, I'm so ready. My vacation starts the day after Christmas. I mean, my job is closed on Christmas, but my actual vacation starts the day after Christmas, and y'all, I'm so ready. Like, I am so worn out. I'm so mentally stressed and everything. Work has just been a lot lately. And so I am so ready. I told my husband, I said, I am so ready to become one with the couch for a week. I said, because it is going to be a staycation. We're not going anywhere, not do anything. I'm just going to sit on my butt and watch TV, read my books. That's what I'm going to do for a week. I have to go back to the real world Monday. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's no fun. Sorry, I was trying to straighten that one. And it still ended up rolling on me. Stay still. Stay still. So who all on here is done Christmas shopping? I am, besides a few little stocking stuffers. Oh, hold on. Let's tighten this in the front. But y'all, I did most of my shopping this year on Amazon. Because I really don't like shopping in general. And I'm like, I'm not fixing to go into all the stores. We're just gonna buy everything online. So that's what I did. Okay, this bow is definitely not one of my better ones. I don't know why. It's like it didn't want to tighten up like it usually does. And I know it's not because it's too full, because I've made fabric messy bows a lot fuller than this, so I know that ain't the problem. Okay, so let's shake it out. So there it is. It's not perfect, but y'all only got 4 minutes, and we haven't even done the florals and everything. But that's okay. We at least got the bow made, so, because we needed to do that first before we even do. Yeah, they're really not as uneven as I thought. Well, before we did the greenery on there. Okay, so here we go. Let's put the bow on. And I couldn't decide. Do we want it in the top corner, or do we want it like the top center? Okay, here's the top corner. Or do we want it in the top center? I have no idea what to get anyone this year, so basically I haven't started. Oh, hi, Levon. Me sounds like an amazing plan. But yeah, I was determined this year not to procrastinate like I did last year, because that only stresses me out more. Let's see. That was great, Shelby. Thank you, Lori. So y'all say corner? Is everyone saying corner? Are we in an agreement about that? Yeah, because I kind of like it. I kind of like it better in the corner. All right. Just trying to trim me all these little strings. Okay, let's put the bow on. And then I'll show y'all what greenery. Why is this? Well, that did not do what I was wanting it to do. Hold on, y'all. I apparently glued in the wrong spot. Yeah, this is definitely not one of my better bows. So yeah, Shelby does not work well under pressure. Shelby does not work well under pressure. Okay, so let's put that up here. And then, yeah, I want to show y'all something else too. Oh my gosh, I was fixing that to get off of here. Okay, so there it is in the corner. So besides adding our greenery, and I've got like cinnamon sticks, I got the orange slices that we're going to add on here, and I ordered off Amazon. Then what I was going to do, when we put the greenery on, I just took some ribbon and stamped out ho 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 that we're going to put kind of like coming down over the greenery. And then the other one says Merry Christmas, that also we're going to have it like, it's going to be shorter obviously, but like, see what I mean, how it's going to be like that, but it's going to be on top of the greenery. So that's all we got to add, guys, is just the greenery. And I got a mix of everything. And I've got pine cones, I've got these we're going to use, and of course, like I said, cinnamon sticks. You got the greenery here. So yeah, that's it. That's what my plan is, guys. So I will definitely post a picture of it when it's completed, but this is what we got so far. I do apologize that we were not able to get this done completely during the live, but we only got 45 minutes, and I don't want to take away time from the other crafters. So again, click on the description, click on the playlist link, and then go check out the next crafters, and I will see y'all over there. Have a good night, guys. Bye.